right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Let's ride on in. I don't like a lot of shit. That's what it said. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like they. I don't like anyone equally. So get the fuck up out of my face. Hey, hey. Child, I ate like my ass wasn't gonna ever fucking eat again. That is crazy work. That's crazy work. For me to sit there and eat how I just ate, you would have thought my ass was fucking starving all day. Like I ain't eat all that damn popcorn earlier today. But I gotta do a little bit better. I gotta do better. I'm gonna do better. I got shit to do. Now I ain't gotta worry about OBGYNs and stuff like that. I don't like a lot of shit. Okay, so a white female OBGYN for the Veteran Affairs is getting out of jail bonded out. So somebody just recently got bonded out. Ooh, confirmation, goddamn. What they did, they found something about some computer love. And they could snitch on whoever. Ooh, so people snitching right now. I'm hearing, I don't like a lot of shit. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like they. I don't like anybody equally. So please get the fuck up out of my face. Hey, bitch. Okay. Period. Blood stain administration. So whoever this person is, the white female OBGYN or something like that, or whoever this is, okay, the commercial real estate, and it's like they reported back, oh, she's still administrating, and thank goodness. But somebody is like, well, we still need to do testing just to verify something. So is somebody getting hey, somebody doing some shit, and y'all don't know who exactly. Either this commercial real estate agent just got out, this OBGM just got out, but either way it is, y'all bring them back in and something happened to them, and y'all try to rat somebody else fucking out. Y'all realize, whoo, this shit is getting even more interesting by the day. But it's like at the same time, it's just like, I really want to just figure out, like, am I intentionally getting people's safety fucked up in this game because these other people are trying to really keep their situation and their reputation undercover? Because it's like, are they still administrating cheating with friends? But these were also people that illegally did an abortion, but by poison, but kept the DNA and information hidden. But it's like everybody else knew but her. So what are we doing? Insulted by the questions and research. Doctors out of options at this point. So somebody ended up just trying to do something. Something about West Point. Somebody could have went to West Point or had a chance to go to West Point, or something about Point Siena. There's information and confirmation on this situation, because somebody was like, well, what would have been the gender, or what was this? It's like you asking all this stupid ass fucking questions and you already know what the fuck it is. Someone you know trying to hack your accounts. This commercial real estate person, this bail bondsman, correction officer, or a police officer. Because they trying not to get caught up about this real estate investment trust that they did out in Homestead back in March 1st. Okay. They're also the ones trying to still press a situation as well. Someone's like, this shit is impressive. How the fuck? Bitch, who the fuck? You be okay, but you are part of the people who wanted to join into the fun. Something about somebody got something in the back of their truck or in the trunk. Sex trafficking workers. Commercial real estate, sex trafficking. hacking and doctors, okay? Real estate investments, an Arabic hotel owner. Look, let me help y'all out since y'all want to sit here and ask all this stupid ass shit so we can eliminate problems and issues in the long run. Because I don't want y'all to sit here just feeling like y'all can just, oh, can we ask this? Where you at, baby? Screenshot. I don't like a lot of shit. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like they. You want to ask a question? There you go. Pay your way. Anyways, so whoever it is, this white female, commercial real estate in this real estate investment group. So before y'all get to this getting comfortable, can I ask a question? There it is right there. You pay your way for your question. Someone who's trying to hack the accounts is a sex trafficking worker who could be working with a state worker or with a police officer or some doctors. But something about whoever this sex trafficking worker is that's trying to hack something could have been doing something with a real estate investment group in Homestead on March 1st. But this is also, somebody is really weird. Because this would be a person that would take like some Auntie Annie's, Plan B's and shit like that. And if you take certain type of medicines and stuff like that, you can end up like say when you take Plan B's is meant to like force your menstruation to come on. And somebody is doing something with they like, I ain't fit to tell you what to do, but you fucking up your own personal health. But somebody's trying to force their body to menstruate, and then it's like forcing it to menstruate to go ahead and force it to release eggs. And they fucking with somebody, either a doctor, a real estate person, or an Arabic male that does something with hotels or independent food chains or franchises to go ahead and try to do something towards somebody like. But you got to understand, this is like, I'm going to read into this person's birth chart and I'm going to read into their chart and their health and how their organs is set up and stuff like that. And whoever this sex trafficking worker is that's forcing like their administration to go on, they're cheating with someone's friends. So if they do end up getting fucking pregnant, it ain't going to be from the person who they really trying to keep around for whatever this situation is. Because it's like somebody feel like they seal the deal and like, okay, well, if this person thinking like this, I can go ahead and get him to do this, this, and this, and that won't go towards this person to help them or tell them something or do something. And then this will also keep the other dudes from even want to go help this person too. So this is like someone that's trying to warp up a whole fucking group of fucking men or women or something like that. Whoever this sex trafficking worker is does OnlyFans and Backpage. But this is also someone who made an OnlyFans off of somebody's account. So they're trying to hack and get particular pictures off of there because it's something that they're not able to get anymore. And whatever it is that they're trying to get, it's like somebody realizing like, shit, I can't get to that page anymore. So how am I going to get to this one then? A breakthrough. Because whatever this sex worker doing, that's doing something with OnlyFans and hacking accounts and shit, it's about to get their ass locked up. Because the real estate investment group is getting their stuff caught up because of who they recently bonded out. And then something that they did with a commercial piece of real estate is giving something away with that. Whatever y'all little operation is, y'all giving yourself away. Yep. Whoever it is, they only want a baby to be in your life. So someone could be trying, like I'm telling you, somebody's trying to force their period to come on to be matched up to somebody else's damn period. To just to be like, see, you supposed to be with me, because this is like somebody manipulating the fuck out of somebody talking about, see, that's why we had the baby together because, you was really meant to be with me. See, they can't have any kids. They can't have any babies because, but you're forcing your body to do some shit. And then it's like somebody didn't realize when they was forcing their fucking body to keep getting these periods after this is like somebody that'll run and go get these abortions, but it's somebody that either does hacking, somebody that got ties to hospitals, real estate, or they do something on their own, or they got ties to, they could be into pimping, or they got like a pimp business or some shit like that. Whatever fucking tie this person is and this sex trafficking worker is that do OnlyFans, back page and shit like that, they sit there and force their fucking period, but it's like they still solicit on the back end, but they only wanted to get a baby, but they sitting there, they sleep with any fucking body. So the person who they wanted the baby from, but it's like, see, I got pregnant right around the right time because when I get this, something about a Chime Bank, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, or Bank of America. And whoever this fucking broad is, it's like, see, we supposed to have a baby together because I'm actually supposed to be with you. And it's like, no, motherfucker, this motherfucker that took so many fucking plan Bs and got so many fucking babies scraped out of their goddamn uterus that they just know how to get the know-how. This person could be a stripper on the low. So they could be a sex trafficking worker, a stripper, OnlyFans, and Backpage. Like this is where somebody feel like people ain't supposed to know. And they do like call centers, like they work from home or some shit like that. Or they could low key do like bank calls or scam calls for like banks. So this person's stripper, sex trafficking, this Arabic male that got the ties to this bank teller that do their real estate investment trust shit. Mm-hmm. This is like, God damn, you wasn't supposed to know all this shit. It's like, it's too easy to fucking figure out when you come from this world, there's nothing that you're going to do. It's just, am I bored enough to touch on what the fuck it is that you're doing? And clearly somebody is so adamant about being in someone's business. And if you a sex trafficking worker or you the person you supposed to be kingpin or whatever the fucking case may be, whoever this is trying to be king petty or queen petty or want to be fucking petty, because apparently this is low life fucking petty and stupid petty. And if I'm doing fucking big time fucking crime, why the fuck are you gonna keep fucking with somebody that can figure out every little piece and detail of the fucking crime? And then on top of that, you know for a fucking fact that the feds is fucking paying attention to that. You see? This is like someone not realizing at the same fucking time. Quit playing with fucking people when you feel like ain't nobody gonna see this. This is also some people from fucking Tennessee. This is also some people around me. This is a person who always drinking fucking Hennessy or always talking about let's have a bottle, let's drink, let's go ahead and do this. Going to a fucking strip club, always want to record something, put it on fucking OnlyFans and look what everybody, so everybody can see this. But you over here forcing your body to menstruate so you can go ahead and ovulate, so you can go ahead and get fucking pregnant for some people, so you can get money off of this shit. But you also staying in somebody else's shit thinking ain't nobody gonna figure that shit out. And then you ran into this Arabic motherfucker who was gonna help you with some bank scamming shit. And then with them helping you with the bank scamming shit, you run in and figure out that somebody had ties with an OBGYN and shit. And it's like, oh shit, they really was supposed to have this many kids or that kid. So this is like somebody saying, well shit, if I could have some Irish twins, because these are motherfuckers talking about I want twins and I want this and I want that. But it's like, bitch, you ain't gonna ever get that. But this is a motherfucker having babies back to back. It's already about one or two of the motherfuckers that don't even belong to the fucking person that they trying to do. So someone trying to backtrack. Oh, if she's supposed to be having these babies with him, I'm just gonna have the baby just to keep him in my motherfucking life because he gonna make sure that my money is taken care of and shit like that. And it's just like, you don't think this motherfucker ain't gonna still pay attention to what the fucking person is saying, regardless, but you gonna get them locked up? This is also somebody realizing that at the same time, if they into this shit, where it's like, two dudes dating a female, like I got two boyfriends, and they do their stuff every now and again, but they ain't like that all the time. But I got two boyfriends, and but they still pimp your ass out. This is like, you feel like you bragging on some shit, but you really ain't shit because you still stripping in OnlyFans. So you got 2 boyfriends and they still making your ass strip. So that means you still doing some extra little strange shit on the back end. Cause shit, even if I had 2 fucking boyfriends, shit, they gonna be like, I need you to sit your ass at home. This is somebody that still gotta be outside in the motherfucking streets. See, this is somebody feeling like they can brag like somebody else, and it's like, no, they making sure that your ass sitting out there in the streets. This one they want to keep in the motherfucking crib. You see? But you forcing a period on just to sit there to convince one of the other fucking people that want to get off of this shit and not really fuck with your ass, and you stalking them because you don't want to get divorced. Or somebody divorcing somebody because of something about OnlyFans. But it's like, but if he go over there, then I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that because you want to keep this as your baby daddy. Your baby daddy, y'all ain't got one kid, but you sitting there doing shit because they got the ties to the bank. But are you enough from your OnlyFans no more? The back page ain't doing. How you stripping and you ain't getting the motherfucking money? And then you trying to sex traffic. So clearly you got to be young. You must be in like your 20s. You got to be under your motherfucking 30s. You're not over fucking 33. I'm going to tell you that right now, especially if you bringing them in younger. And anybody know most of the time in the strip club, them girls be as young as about 14, 15. So whatever the fuck it is that you doing right now, you bringing too much motherfucking heat in, especially if your ass is stripping. I'm 100% sure that you running your motherfucking mouth around the goddamn city. And the most of the time you running your mouth in the city, they coming to the goddamn social media. They coming to my goddamn YouTube. I'm 100% because if I could pick up on your stupid ass, apparently they ass is sitting here watching because it's like, she's not who she says she is, but she knows exactly how the operation is running, bitch. You got to find something better to do. You got to find you something safe to do. And then now you're trying to stalk and harass and do somebody's shit. They going to be willing to go ahead and get your ass locked up to take the fall for this shit before they sit here and take the hit for it. And then you sit here trying to do something. You trying to do something to somebody. Child, boo. They gonna put your ass down before anything. And you still trying to hack somebody's accounts just to start up a fake OnlyFans. But also, you was a participant in somebody's divorce and other shit that was going on too. So if you trying to blackmail somebody else to get them in trouble because they knew something else, you were the one that gonna take the hit for it. Because the question is, how long have you known, ma'am? And clearly you don't know how to hold your motherfucking mouth or hold water, let alone control your motherfucking temper. You gonna give up the shit and they gonna make sure you take the hit for it. And the other fucking person, they just gonna probably just watch them, follow them, and see if they gonna do anything else stupid. But I'm 1,000,000,000% sure anybody else involved in this shit, they ain't gonna do nothing stupid. They gonna watch your stupid ass. Stop being so damn friendly. This is somebody sitting there talking about, baby daddy, you need to quit being fucking friendly with everybody. Well, you the one that was letting him do what it was that he was doing. So why you gonna sit here and just all of a sudden you need to stop doing this? You can't go do this. No, you was okay with being friendly before. Why can't they be friendly no more? Is it because the bank teller is telling on the people in this situation? Truths are being revealed. You over here still trying to force a goddamn period to get pregnant from this person finally to have his baby. I feel like only one fucking kid is the kid. It's this man's kid. The rest of them belongs to the friends or acquaintance. Cause you can't be my motherfucking homie fucking on my bitch and you got the bitch pregnant and you know it's your motherfucking kid. We got Houston, we got a problem. Somebody could be out in motherfucking Houston. But somebody, if you a man out here and you into this bullshit, I highly suggest this is like some people karma. But whoever this stripper is and y'all use this bitch as a sex trafficking worker and she do your hacking and all this other shit and she partner up with somebody, whoever is the least of the goofy, get the least of the goofy out of the way. Y'all take y'all stupid asses out of the way because whoever this stripper bitch, she fit to do some shit that's going to get every single last one of y'all motherfuckers caught up right along with her. But she definitely is trying to sit there and get pregnant, trying to convince either 2 It's look like 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to convince 4 of y'all motherfuckers that she's the one for you. It's 4 of y'all motherfuckers right now. She trying to convince y'all asses that yeah, when she get pregnant, because she forcing that period and she waiting for something to go on. Okay? And I remember, like I said, somebody want to get pregnant, they gonna do it on a full moon. And if that's what you want and that's what you desire, cause shit, I ain't listen. Your womb is sitting there just telling you to fucking chill. Shit, I'm chilling, baby. And this is like somebody like, oh shit, well I can get any type of man to take care of my motherfucking babies, and for somebody in a situation, some man he really want that baby, he gonna be up in your motherfucking shit. Where you going? The mines. The mines. I'm gonna be there. Regardless of what the fuck that motherfucker doing in the street, they checking on them kids though. It's not the same. But this is someone trying to force somebody to be like, yeah, I just only want this baby because I want to keep him here. But it's not to keep you there for emotional or anything like that. It's like, shit, I just want you here because you going anywhere else is going to bother me. But I don't want you. And I don't want shit with you. But I did get money with you once upon a time. But I just don't want you over there with that person. This is what this stripper, sex trafficking worker, OnlyFans back page person is. But hey, you know, everybody got to get it how you live. But that ain't none of, you know, my prerogative. But somebody need to be mindful of that. But this is also somebody that could be wanting to tap in and be like, you know, what is spiritual pregnancies? What is, you know, twin flames? What's all this other shit? And this is a person that's into the dark part of it, but it's trying to convince someone like, no, we're twin flames. We're soulmates. We were meant to have these kids. See, I got pregnant, not them. And it's like, okay, they did, but I'm not going to tell your stupid ass this because this shit runs deeper. And then it's like, oh, this is also someone that could have had ties to the Veterans Affairs or people that's in the military and shit like that. So this ain't like no small type of fucking money. But this is like somebody sensing like, shit, even if they did lose a baby, I know somebody would literally go right back and get pregnant again. But if I get pregnant before they get pregnant, then they going to be confused because they going to think because since I'm pregnant, then they know it's going to be me and they going to leave that person by themselves. Somebody's convinced about that. Or it's about it's either 3 different broads or it's all one fucking broad, but shit, all of it together, these motherfuckers are convinced that whatever the fuck it is going to keep whatever these dudes is. So they trying to look to hack a person's account to make it seem like this person is doing Backpage or OnlyFans or they trafficking themselves or whatever. Somebody's really trying to convince motherfuckers about this shit. But whoever this is that's doing this, excuse me, confirmation at the same time, it's motherfuckers on the outside watching this shit and it's like, this person don't do none of this shit, but we're going to watch you work. A stripper, I'm hearing a straggler, because this person she's a haggler. No, I'm not tagging her. Like, this motherfucker is, like, doing the most, and these motherfuckers watching it like, damn, you that damn desperate to try to take down a motherfucker? Like, this person is so fucking ditzy and so fucking gun-ho to do some shit like this, made false report, and they don't even know that person. Whoever this is, they don't even know the person who they trying to do this shit to, but they so adamant to be pressed. I feel like somebody ran their mouth to whoever this stripper is, this OnlyFans backpage people is, somebody they trying to get a divorce from, or whatever the case may be. They done ran their mouth so fucking much that they feel like they know this person so well, but they've been like, well, what's their birthday? What's their zodiac sign? What did they do? You know, and it's like somebody, well, yeah, I was supposed to have kicked it with the bitch on her birthday, you know, her birthday tomorrow, some shit like that. They remember that. They was clocking that shit. And it was like, well, shit, this is like a person that do get into this shit and was like getting the reading like, well, were they supposed to have a kid? And it's like, yeah, they were actually was like somebody went to somebody and really found out like, yeah, they were supposed to have a baby or they did and something happened. And this person took on and was like, well, shit, whatever I did, it did work. And whoever I paid to go ahead and do that shit to them, they did that. And it's like somebody finding this shit out like, oh, so it was you that did that. Okay, and then it's like one person, they did it on their own accord because it was something going on at a time, and it was like, shit, if they didn't get rid of the proof or the evidence at that time, it would have led to something, or somebody could have known something about special needs and disabilities and shit like that. But whoever it is, this motherfucker really got a mental fucking problem. Because it's like, well, you supposed to split whatever it is that you getting with me any fucking way for me keeping this secret. But these right here, it's like, if they could have convinced them, and these are like three motherfuckers trying to be pregnant all at the same time by the same fucking guy just to keep that person from going somewhere else. But really and truly, I don't know if this person is only like one kid out of this situation. Maybe one kid, but this person probably got now two kids or something like that. But whoever these are, they trying to force their body to be pregnant because it's like somebody was meant to be pregnant with somebody else or some shit like that. And they felt that that person would have been over there taking care, actually doing the right thing. It's like, well, what's so different about them? What makes them so fucking special? Like somebody's really thinking about that. And then these people with the commercial real estate and shit like that, they trying to get out of it because with the Veterans Affair, a white female with OBGYN, clearly they did something. Something was so done and so wrong done to somebody that it's just like, how the fuck we do this? Because whoever this hotel person is, they were part of this sex trafficking scheme. This OBGYN doctor or whatever, they did something with somebody's reproduction, period. This is also the commercial real estate people that could have did something illegal to try to put somebody on Backpage or OnlyFans or something like that, violating them, an ex-spouse or an ex-husband or a baby daddy that could have just been convincing people, oh, they super friendly, so we'll be able to knock them out or make it seem like or appear as is a person is doing something, that they're messing with people's friends or they do this type of shit. And it's these motherfuckers, they do this shit. But these are people trying to avoid getting locked back up. So whoever it is, it's like, well, shit, we got to get rid of them. Currently illegal security surveillance. You're not tripping. They could have had all these fucking people, but they made false reports and they don't even know the fucking person. They doing this shit illegally and they know it. Yep. A Hispanic female that works for a hotel. That they could end up going to jail because they knew something about this housing and all this stuff being revealed. I don't know how this hitman, secret crush admirer, tied in with the strippers, the sex trafficking doctors in prisons. I don't know how all this is. This person could have been surrounded by all these people at once. Something that happened on a rainy day. This is like somebody that was trying to like stop something. Somebody could have had like a son. Somebody's son that could have participated in this. Or knew about this. Somebody, child or son could have been involved in this. Positive energy. Shit, somebody could, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing where people, you can still ministrate and be pregnant still. But shit, I wouldn't want to deal with none of that type of shit. But somebody in the situation, a Hispanic female from your old neighborhood, could have also been involved in this situation. That had ties to these friends that was setting you up. These people from the hotel, the real estate investment, OnlyFans, and a stripper. So this person could be a stripper. Me, and I already know that. The Martinez crew. Martinez Morales. Espinosa and Espinosa crew with the crews and all them. Everybody's like, well, I'll be there. I'll be there. You know your shit. You know shit, you don't need to be sitting there confused about it. This is also like a son that could have, somebody's child, or, somebody could have had paid their son to try to hack their account. So you wouldn't be able to heal a situation, but they could also known about the trafficking and stuff like that. Also, a son knew about somebody being pregnant and shit like that. That shit going through fucking miscarriage, that shit ain't no fucking fun. And depending on how far along you in this shit can just be painful. The recovery is fucking painful. I'll be the first one to tell you. And they be like, how does her body do that? I don't know, maybe if you ask them and quit doing shit so fucking illegally and violating a fucking person's body, then it's like, how the fuck does it keep happening? Like, what's happening? I don't know. This is the type of shit where I tell people, like, you just gotta be smart about it. These will be fucking people, if they got pregnant, they be super codependent. They don't give a fuck if they getting tagged upside their head and all the other bullshit, if they getting treated wrong, if the daddy really fucking there or not. It's like, well, anything just to have him show up to the house. $100 ain't gonna do shit. Nigga, I told you the baby need pampers, shoes, clothes, whatever. Don't bring me the money. Bring me the shit that I fucking asked for. These will be the motherfuckers talking about, I need $100. I need this. Motherfucker, listen. I ain't here to sit there and try to be your friend. These will be bitches that like, oh, he gonna give me the $100 anyway because he gonna get tired of me tripping. And these are motherfuckers that end up convincing these motherfuckers to go right along with this shit, to play along with the role about all the information. Somebody getting blackmailed like a motherfucker in this situation. But it's a lot of fucking people that went along with it and they did not realize how deep this shit is. It's a sex crime for one, so that puts everybody that's involved on the sex registry for one. 2, it's a hate crime. 3, it's a violation, HIPAA violation, malpractice, and it's really given that even with the real estate investments, they don't have a fuck enough to even cover if they say, hey, you have a fee that you need to pay, a penalty. They wouldn't be able to afford that shit all combined. Not to mention illegally watching a person and sex trafficking them. A camera in there is a form of sex trafficking, which will put you on the sex registry. Now, if this part of this crime shows that somebody's kids are on that camera, now you are putting yourself to be on the sex registry and consider a pedophile, man and woman. You see, somebody don't get that. They know you mean business, on big business at that. And you got DCF and other people like that involved, and you stole some fucking money. That don't look really good. That don't look good. And that right now, somebody's sentence is already sitting at 25 years. And depending on what you solicit without the person's consent and what you got off of that, now we're running into other stuff. Now, if people were aware of this and they didn't speak on it, that right there alone is an 8-year sentence. Especially if it could be shown or proven that at any time during that recording or people were around that were actually endangered, like that could endanger that person's life or cause them harm, unalive them, or they're, vicious people that tend to do, be stranglers, robbers, or anything like that. Now you just jeopardize everybody else's fucking freedom right along with it. High officials in other countries are considering your protection. They've been watching this shit. This is the type of shit I'll be talking about. Asian male medical. Some people getting these people caught up. VA, Veterans Affairs. These are people collecting information about how people are doing unfair health assessments, releasing people's medical records, and not making sure somebody, if there was a pregnancy or something like that, and a person did need medical care, let alone, depending on how far along the person was, and they didn't get proper DNC or health care fucking provided to them, and they health decline, but they still fucking live, that means every fucking person on here, the VA, the people at the hotel, people that do medical records, the people that are commercial real estate. So I don't give a fuck if I got this place here and I could tie these people financially to other people that were part of this crime. If there's cameras or footage tied to any of these people in this crime, anybody in the neighborhood that could be found in their cell phones, game consoles, Nintendos, Xbox, PlayStations, cell phones, they can show that y'all purchased burner phones from that person's phone company. So if they went to any place where I worked, went to school, did any type of business, and it can show that y'all tied to it in any shape, form, or fucking fashion, you will be held accountable as if you did the crime yourself. Somebody said, I don't want no motherfucking parts of this shit. And they probably gave a link to whatever it is that's being put out on the fucking media or on the market. Somebody dropped that info already. So Whoever it is, somebody dropped that media already. So hopefully wherever it's showing is connected to, or how many viewers it is, they looking into that. Cutting negative cords now, cutting done. Call back my energy. I call back my power from any fucking body. Everybody at that. Near a military base. Somebody is near a military base. So whoever this stripper or this sex trafficking worker, they could be trying to ease up on a military base worker or a male that's been watching this situation, that's well aware about the stripper and these sex trafficking workers doing this shit. They also aware about the medical people who did this. Somebody could be facing a divorce. Somebody could be trying to clear out people's cameras and stuff to say, hey, I want to make sure that I don't have no witnesses. A Cuban male practitioner. One of the backfires is going to be somebody be talking about divorce. Somebody's going to actually go through with it. Somebody's going to actually say something real fucking hateful to somebody. And it's going to be about a friend being the baby daddy of something. And I feel like somebody been married for a cool minute. 1980, 1982, 83, 85. Somebody can be born in 93, 95, or 1998. Something about computer love. Also some bank statements. Hurts children, so be careful. So somebody out of anger, somebody's son could be hurting children. Or a Hispanic female. Somebody's child could be in a high school or old neighborhood. This also could be somebody who's a high official and they have a son that do this. Something about Children's Hospital. Somebody could have information like shit. Like I said, I already know what's up with my older 2 kids. You're not telling me something that I did not know and already know what they're capable of doing. Children's Hospital, somebody can be 5'5" to 5'9". Made a false report. They don't know this person. This is a person from the military base, a person that could be Cuban practitioner, somebody that could be on the internet, somebody's baby mama, baby daddy, a divorcee. Somebody could have kids with special needs children. They could have got all these people paid and involved to do this. Married for money. Somebody born between 93 and 1998 who married someone for money. Also, somebody can be 1985. I'm also getting somebody, well, shit, you know I married you for the contract to get this paperwork anyway, so why the fuck you acting like that? It's about to be some shit going down. Trying to use somebody's mental health against someone and its glands or a hormone that mimic a mental health. So I made that very clear. So this is also a doctor who's upset because they running out of option, because it's like if you're not well versed in your health, you can't basically defend yourself. And in somebody's situation, you can defend yourself because you know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. These people had got a money idea and got into an organized crime. Someone may have not known that they were participating in the organized crime about what it is that they were doing with this group of people. And then once they realized what this is like somebody like, oh shit, I did not know. So there's about 3 different people in these particular groups who are being informants. But it's also somebody in this situation as well with this stripper, sex trafficking worker, or whatever the case may be. They're convincing somebody of something that they know is not meant for them, and they're using the wrong type of information, trying to play both sides. a friend or an enemy. So somebody could be born in 98, 83, 95, 93. Something about 1980s and 1990s. Somebody's playing both sides, trying to play with somebody's mind. But this is also going to teach somebody that's why you don't play sides and certain shit. Someone's trying to set you up. 1983, 1998, 1995, 93, and 1985. Somebody trying to set y'all up. It could be somebody from high school or old neighborhood, somebody you grew up with, somebody that's cheating with friends, or those just my friends. Somebody could be saying somebody is their cousin and it's not their cousin. Somebody that could have came up with some type of someone's name could be like Cyrus or Cy or something like that, or Ty, Cy, Yuli, Yali, something like that, Lily, Nali, something, whatever. But whoever it is, someone's trying to set somebody up so they don't get caught up. But it's also somebody looking to get knocked up before something happened. Because it's like, because if I'm hearing this, it's like, shit, I ain't fit to lose this shit because, internet manipulation, been taking online courses for hacking, precaution. They wanted to go federal. So somebody international. So somebody could be playing sides in this situation, but nobody knows who's the actual true enemy in this situation. A white female hacker paid by the state. Somebody made a grave mistake in the situation. Somebody could have been same-sex situation converting to become permanently straight. Safe, something about safe. A safe, or somebody could be ended up doing something that's going to make them safe. Somebody always in and out of jail. That could be, that was dealing with same-sex converting to become straight. It's like something that, I'm telling you, it's something that's surrounded by a children's hospital, some kids, military base, Veterans Affairs, real estate, some banks, some false reports, some investments. And whatever this is, somebody's reproduction, somebody's body, somebody's being violated because sex trafficking. Hidden cameras in a person's home is a form of sex trafficking. Especially if that link is spread to other people, that is a form of sex trafficking. Any person with access to that is considered part of the sex trafficking. So if the link is found on your computer and they can find out that you had it in your phone, computer, your websites or anything like that, you're going to be held as a sex crime. Somebody could be from the projects or the hood. Green. Something about street or a boulevard or a building. Something about blue. Blue and black. But somebody is trying to set somebody up about a pregnancy. But they trying to take the place of a pregnancy so somebody don't get somebody else fucking pregnant. An American white person that could be aware of this. Somebody could be American white or Hispanic, or it's like they Hispanic and they put like they white on paper. But it's like, shit, well, you ain't fit to leave me for this bitch. This is also a fucking man getting mad because it's like they want their friend. But it's like they wouldn't publicly be outwardly and be like, I'm gay or whatever the case may be. But it's like, this is my favorite little motherfucker. If when I do want to fuck on a dude, I like fucking with him. And this will be a motherfucker convinced dude, like, let's go to the strip club, let's go fuck with these people, let's go to this city, let's go do this type of shit. This motherfucker is intentionally feeding somebody in the ear, and it's like, well, shit, we ace boom coons, you know me way better. You know, we get locked up together where we do our bullshit together. When you need somebody to talk to, you talking to me, and da 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 da. But it's like you sent the same bitches or other fucking people towards this person to intentionally, like, somebody digs in this shit and they be like, I don't listen to that shit. You know, that shit ain't real. You know, we ain't into this shit, nigga. We like this. But it's like, we like this, but you sitting here convincing another motherfucker to go ahead and distract the person from something that they want to do. But it's something that you sitting there holding over a person's head. And then whatever these other 3, 4, 5 chicken heads that you bringing in here with this motherfucking tranny or these few transsexuals you fucking with, and you knew about the other motherfucker in the background, and then you told this motherfucker where the fuck everybody is at, but you still trying to keep this hidden. JD, DJ, Katie, whatever the fuck your name is, JC, Milady. Y'all are some grimy ass motherfuckers just to convince somebody to keep going along with the bullshit so you can keep feeding. Like, this is like people feeding off a person, but this person don't have enough confidence or self-esteem and they don't think for themselves. They got comfortable in bullshit, but it's like, motherfucker, you are the money generator. So if you do go away, all the shit that they fucking doing, all the fucking things that y'all been doing, they don't get the luxuries of it because you're really the motherfucking plug, but not necessarily, because they've been trying to figure out who all your plugs are, and they're going to go fuck on them to manipulate them to do the same shit that you did to somebody else. See? Something over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Somebody been trying to come up with this plan, but then it's also over the last 2 to 3 weeks, somebody could have paid for a fucking abortion, but somebody was like, shit, if I don't keep the fucking kid this time, or one of y'all don't keep the motherfucking kid, this person's gonna catch on to what the fuck it is that we doing. Nigga, if you just like that nigga, tell that nigga you like him. But don't go over there lying talking about, oh, that bitch is this. It's like teasing somebody like, oh, you know they not like us, but you gonna play like your ass ain't racist. Come on now. But you the one that got us involved in all this other shit. And I'm the one that had to call my friends to go at this fucking barber shop to do this shit. And I was the one helping you convince motherfuckers about this shit. Like, somebody's weird as fuck. Hormone release, ovulation, PMS. Somebody could be regular PMS, early symptoms or whatever the case may be. Relieving, like somebody trying to bring up old childhood memories. But this is also somebody wanting to be pregnant. But they only want to be pregnant if they do sex trafficking. Like, these are people that do this shit on their own time. Like, they don't mind stripping. They don't mind doing Backpage and OnlyFans and shit like that. And they're accustomed to any man that gotta fuck with a bitch like that. You got low self-esteem. You have no confidence. You like that ratchet shit. You like ratchet pussy. You don't mind getting fucking STDs and HIV. If you got a lower fucking standard for it, and clearly right now this is not the time or the year for it, because like I said, strip clubs ain't doing their motherfucking jobs, pimps ain't doing their motherfucking jobs, and clearly y'all niggas ain't doing y'all jobs, because these hoes ain't going to get motherfucking checked up like they should. Should I, at least if a nigga gonna be out here in the streets, make sure these bitches getting fucking checked up. And y'all out here jacking off, doing all this weird shit with these bitches, putting your mouth in a bitch's throat, and she got every fucking bacteria that it is in the back of her motherfucking throat. Shit, fuck with some ratchet ass shit, but shit, make sure the bitch is clean. But a lot of these motherfuckers not clean because they don't work, they don't care, because they got Susie Q and the rest of the crew, your wife, his wife, that bitch, his bitch, one fish, two fish, everybody smell the motherfucking fish. But you should be a fucking embarrassment, but it's like shit, it's gonna smell like that. Then you fucking with Teddy, who wants to be Teresa, and his ass is sitting there trying to get this, and he fucking every man that he can. He getting you to help rob him to get this man so he can go get his hormones and his titties done and finally get his fucking bottom surgery, but he still got to use your bitch ass for that shit. Make that shit make logical sense. But then you gonna sit here and get your homies, which they into the same shit, but they, God forbid anybody else knew that. They don't mind making sure that you're the laughing stock of this shit. But you the actual one that actually want to convert and do something fucking better with your life. But it takes somebody to embarrass the fuck out of you before you get the wake up call like shit. They really put me out here. Oh, they don't mind, but shit, everybody else in there. So they gonna make sure that you get punked because you got the biggest charges on your head. And the only reason why they got the charges on here because they got these other motherfuckers that y'all was fucking with when y'all was drunk, and you didn't realize how drunk and how doped up and on the drugs and shit you was on. These motherfuckers was aware. You didn't know. They recorded it, and now they sitting here saying like, shit, you remember this, but shit, God forbid you catch their ass slipping. But this is somebody saying. Don't pay attention to what they saying, but you made sure that these motherfuckers making money off of somebody else's shit. You see? Karma's a bitch. It boomerangs and hits you in the craziest fucking ways. But this person want to step in the way because it's actually like, shit, I really do want somebody. I want that kid. I want this. But they sit here laughing, kiki kaka, but they still got to rob Peter to pay Paul. You can get there and go with somebody else and actually have a fucking family and ball out until you can't even ball out no fucking more. But the thing of it is, you're shorting it up because you don't want to sit there and show up because the only fucking honesty of this situation is these motherfuckers are secretly racist and you didn't realize how deep racism can go. You see? Somebody could be dreaming of fish and say, like, did you get somebody pregnant? Are you going to get them pregnant? Like, somebody's trying to prevent that shit. Now they sit here going psycho fucking mode. Somebody could be sitting here feeling some type of way, a fucking junkie. Like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Even if they are, mind your fucking business. Somebody, you are a big generational cursor and a curse breaker. And somebody is a cursor. Somebody is a curse. Somebody's a junkie. Somebody likes to be a sex trafficking worker. Somebody likes to do back page and stripping and doing everything from robbing Peter to pay Paul, sucking Peter to pay Paul in the back of the motherfucking hallway, in the alleyway. These are the niggas that want to be together. We go up to Atlanta and nobody would know. We can go to the New Jersey back alleys and nobody would know. We can go on Philly's back page with nobody know, but we ain't spoon coons though, so ain't nobody gonna know. We can go out here to New York City and we can go meet them at the train station, but ain't nobody gonna know. We keep it on the low. We can go to Homestead. We can go to Miami. Ain't nobody gonna fucking know. Everybody fucking know. That's a curse. That's generational shit. And especially when you always riding the fucking fence, that's a generational shit. So if motherfuckers picking at you about it, these motherfuckers struggle with it just as worse as you. Anytime a motherfucker sitting there talking about, oh, she ain't all that, she ain't all that, we need a plastic Barbie. No, they just get those because those bitches are easy. They want the money though, but they can't afford it. So how the fuck you a brokey trying to get a fucking bad bitch? And even then, those bad bitches be sad bitches. You see? They sad as fuck, mommy, daddy issues, and they still gonna keep fucking for the next motherfucking buck. And then with your bucks driving up, they gonna go fucking find somebody else that's gonna give them the bigger buck. You see? If your scam is running low and they feel like somebody fit to get locked up, big blow locked up, so now I need Jose to come run into the shit. Jose's shit running up, so now I need Billy Bob to come do this shit. Y'all gotta start making shits of this bullshit. That's why I don't be concerned about what somebody said. Girl, he ain't all that shit. He ain't got to be all that. But shit, I can make a bag with the nigga. I can make sure that everything is taken care of at home. The kids is well loved. They looked after. So regardless if the shit ain't fucking working out, the kids still fucking loved at the end of the day. You see? But these be motherfuckers talking about he deadbeat, he don't do this. Motherfucking shit. He ain't got the money to babysit these motherfuckers. I got shit to go do. You got somewhere safe to be. But shit, if you can't trust a motherfucker, why the fuck you keep getting pregnant by motherfuckers and trying to force somebody to have a baby with you just to have them in your goddamn life and you ain't even living fucking right? This is unbiased. Somebody could be feeling like you getting fucking attacked. If you feeling like you getting attacked, do better in your goddamn life. Not feel nowhere near attacked. If you're feeling like I'm talking about you, if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. And if it's fitting too motherfucking accurate and precise, that means do fucking better in your life. Do better in your life. See the world a little bit better. Because there's always hope for another fucking day to do something different. This is like you trying to stop a request for somebody else in their goddamn life. But here you are and you still ain't living right. How dare you and how rude of you to sit there and go force yourself to fucking ministrate. Get somebody else to have a miscarriage, abortion, stillborns and shit like that. To go get fucking pregnant for you to not take care of that motherfucking kid. You are an embarrassment and a disgrace. Why the fuck do you have a womb? Someone's current friend zone wants you bad. They get around though. Somebody's name could be Rome, or somebody could be from Rome. Somebody could be European. Somebody could be understanding like anything I ever fucking say is unbiased. Why the fuck would I give two shits about any size of a situation? Life is life. I'm gonna be happy fucking regardless. Somebody could be saying shots fired. This motherfucker is on fire. Why I feel like she hit me in my soul. But it's like shit, all love and all pun intended. Sometimes you need to fucking hear that shit. Constructive criticism, assertiveness. Sometimes y'all need to try that, because sometimes y'all mamas and daddies ain't gonna do that. Aunties and uncles ain't gonna do that. Grandma and grandpa ain't gonna do none of that shit. And most of the time when they riding y'all asses real fucking hard, it's some shit that they didn't ever fucking recover from. But however, you forgive they ass for what they don't know, because they only showing you what the fuck they know. And a lot of this shit is generational. If y'all fighting with fucking sexuality right now, your mama fought with it, your daddy fought with it, your granny, your grandpa fought with it. It's a lot of fucking relatives in your family. Whatever the fuck you dealing with right now, it's 100% guaranteed they fighting with it. If it was a way that people used to treat either a mom or a father, depending on if you was brought up in a single home, and depending on the characteristic, whether you're a man or a woman, it's going to fucking show in your behavior how you handle situations. Can you hold relationships for a long time? If the answer is no, then that means you was not ever brought up around people that knew how to hold relationships. If you always call yourself motherfucking lying all the time for no motherfucking reason, that means you was always around motherfuckers who was always lying to themselves and other fucking people, and they manipulated people to get what it is that they needed or wanted out of another person. So you're going to carry that fucking thing. It's called generational curses. So what comes along with that? Chaos. The devil lives in what? Chaos and confusion. So they like to keep people in this vicious cycle to keep you thinking and stuff, right? But when you hop out of that shit, you ain't no longer participating. You broke that curse. You broke that generational bullshit. I'm not with that bullshit of being confused. Either you gonna talk to me straight or don't talk to me the fuck at all. Emotional intelligence. Get you some. Ain't no reason for me to lie to you about your health. Is the information you need to motherfucking know? I'm gonna tell you. But if you're going to be a motherfucker that got to still sit there and do that, I'm going to allow you to do. Show me what you rather do so I can do what I have to do. Well, you didn't tell me. Well, shit, I can tell you in so many ways but one. And it's called a hard head make a soft ass. And a lot of motherfuckers got a soft ass that's ready for that fucking stinging ass switch. If not that damn lasso that a motherfucker used to use, a.k.a. a fucking whip. My name is Kunta. Apparently, your name is Toby. White, black, Indian, Mexican, Arabic, it don't fucking matter. Your name is Toby. Welcome to the roots. That's why they call it roots. Someone is deep in love. It's new term, crashing the fuck out. It's ghetto as fuck, but it's shit. Like, how the fuck you crashing out on certain shit when you gotta realize life get real around this bitch? Y'all doing roots on certain people and that it's not going to work. The matrix don't work on everybody. So guess what? It requires right now when you get on an elaborate scale and they know they can't harm you or do certain things to you. Of course, one way they want you to submit because most people want to be embarrassed. They put me on the internet without my permission. Oh my gosh. Ain't no motherfucking crying about that. You think I'm fit to cry? Y'all acting like y'all ain't never seen a pussy or a dick or somebody sucking dick before. Don't cry. Shit happens, but welcome to the real world of a real life, or somebody had to go through real life motherfucking shit, still currently going through it. So guess what? Now that shit is going to escalate because guess what? She don't relate to this shit no more. So guess what? Now we got to get government officials, sheriffs. We got to get men in black, men in white, whatever the fucking case may be. This shit's going to go on a higher level. This is above a lot of the low grade fucking crime. Of course, they're going to let y'all do it because shit. Why would I get my hands dirty when I got a low life willing to do that shit for us? Why would I get my hands dirty when they're stupid enough to do it? All they're going to want is some pills, some cocaine, and maybe some bullshit change that we need to get rid of for tax purposes anyway. That's how these motherfuckers really think of y'all motherfuckers. Ain't shit elaborate about it. Oh, you work for a construction company? Oh, you work for property management? Go do some pure fucking calculations about taxes about a person depending on the pay grade and what levels that they have to pay back in taxes. And then some of you motherfuckers will sit there and be like, damn, I was doing something for nothing. Basically, because guess what? You're the one that's going to take the rap for it. They're just going to get the fee or the penalty, but you're going to get the time for it. You see? I'd rather get the fucking penalty and the fucking fee than taking the motherfucking time for it. You see? But y'all want the time because y'all doing the actual fucking crime. But then in the midst of it, y'all doing stupid shit. So we basically still get our money back because if you actually already doing the stupid shit and you're a junkie and you do OnlyFans and Backpage, most likely they don't have really good spending habits. Most likely they come from the projects or they got this particular mindset. Depending on what country they come from, are they part of the territories? Are they part of our foreign countries? They're looking, these motherfuckers on a higher scale look at y'all motherfuckers just like that. How much of my taxes do I have to spend? Okay, let's see what type of real estate investments that they have. And most of the time, y'all investments and portfolios are not that fucking great at all. At all. I'm a billion fucking percent sure that with a lot of these motherfucking people, if when it's time for them to bring me the shit, I'm gonna ask for the portfolio. And when I get ready to look at these fucking people's portfolio, it's gonna make clear fucking sense about what the fuck y'all invest in. And it's not gonna be much. And most of the time, these people are surface level. So considering it's Hispanic on the table, y'all worried about jewelry, homes, cars, boats, materialistic thing. Nothing very fucking useful. And it's not for me to sit there to be an asshole. It's just fucking facts. So when these motherfuckers sit here and get y'all asses to do all the low life underhanded bullshit, whether you're a sheriff, police, or whatever the case may be, they already fucking know which ones out of you all they're going to make sure you take the fall for it. They're not going to go into the prison. And even then, if they get the fed time, they still going to get to take that fed time and serve it at home. Y'all got to go into a penitentiary. So with them knowing how many people, and if you're running from, you're doing it from a barbershop, a beauty salon, a real estate company, car company, strip clubs and bars, which they know what kind of type of groups do that, food restaurants. They looking at, we got 30 of them, and out of these 30 people that we have from this situation, and we end up having to spend about 30 million, which that would add up into like 3 million in the taxes that we used, and that's about the money that we was given to these particular groups. Most of them will open up some health care, they'll fuck up with the Medicaid, they probably hired some bullshit people that's not too great with the type of hacking that we need. So for each person, we spent about 3 million. And are they gang affiliated? Okay, well, each one of those gang affiliated, and if we can see that before they started these companies and they're part of the police and they were gang affiliated, let's see if we put this person in this police place or in this precinct and they were part of these crimes and they're part of the sheriff department and they did real estate. We spent about 30 million in this, and then it was 3 million in taxes. Shit, that's like 50,000 per time. So if we give them over 5 years, so we put 50,000 and per person, and if they got some type of immigrant or part of our territories, that's how the fuck they calculate y'all asses. So all of this shit, like I said, the longer that I delayed, the players are a little bit bigger than the rest of you motherfuckers that's carrying out the crime. So it's like whatever it was that they told you to pay back, you would have been easier to pay back whatever the fuck it is and went under the radar. But instead of doing that, y'all wanted to keep going, and going, right? And then the stupid part of this is some of these men, you showing your fucking tendency, so they already know what the fuck type of prison they putting you in. The second part of this situation is they looking at these fucking females and they already know what the fuck they fit to do with them. That's the craziest shit. That's the craziest shit of this. Versus, let me give this bitch back this fucking money and get ghosts. But no, you said I want to keep going harder and harder because I want this bitch. I want this bitch. Okay, keep going. Because now they're sitting here calculating, this take off another year for me. And if I'm coming from this community, I'm going to make sure that this link that I do have, I'm still going to tag it to this person. Yeah, they're still operating and going a little bit hard. It's very fucking elaborate. These are people that just don't get it. You ain't got to believe in spirituality, but I guarantee you gonna believe in this shit right now, because somebody gonna get notified and be realizing like, shit, you on that cocoa? I'm in love with the cocoa. And you did it for the low. Just for them to keep certain shit on the low, right? Just be mindful. Just be mindful. Are you selling that fentanyl? Oh, you got that other shit. You got that new Ooga Bug down here. Like you got that Studio 51 shit right here that make you go ahead and feel like you in the disco again. Over here making your ass feel like the disco queen. Feeling like the dancing queen around this bitch. Do you hear me? These motherfuckers is calculating every little piss of fucking penny in this shit. This shit is way bigger than some of y'all motherfuckers. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if you in the music industry or the sports industry. Cristiano Ronaldo ass can ending his whole fucking career based off of this shit. Y'all don't get it though. Y'all don't get that shit though. Oh, well, because I know the soccer player and I know this football player and I know this rugby player and we're part of the same church and we're a part of the same chapter, but motherfucker, is so much more money I can get off this shit when I'm trying to get off some bullshit that I already fucking started. And it's a systematic program and it's another part of this situation. Let me go ahead and counteract this shit. Why that I realized that this spiritual shit has always been real, but we always had to convince other fucking people to spin this shit. And they know it's certain people that you just can't spin off of it. Other motherfuckers get scared. Then they know who the ones that they can't get scared of or go ahead and have to pull back from, because psychologically, mentally, and emotionally, you have to be able to break a person. Now, if a person is willing to go ahead and be by themselves, they know that's a fucking threat. But with that threat, American white motherfuckers know who to pull back from. The white motherfuckers know how to pull back from certain shit. It be y'all other motherfuckers that get too fucking greedy. And even though they might have been greedy for a little bit, that's where the negotiations come in. That's when they can go ahead and pull a little thing like that, the little tax bullshit, which I'm cool with it, because like I said, at the end of the day, they did some fuck shit. They allowing the rest of you motherfuckers to finish up the fucking dirty work while they sit back and be like, okay, shit, how the fuck we getting the fuck out of this? So who's the stupid motherfuckers, whether it's they don't give a fuck if it's a governor, a mayor, a judge, or a lawyer, but depending on it right now, like I said, I stay in Florida. Florida is Hispanic ran. If I don't know shit about some of these motherfuckers on the goddamn board, you gotta pay attention who's on the religious board. You gotta pay attention that there's no true spiritual one. You gotta pay attention to who's on these attorney general boards. You gotta pay attention who's in these House of fucking Representatives and who got the bigger seats in this shit. And the fact that y'all ain't paying attention to that shit makes the shit more sweeter. You see? House of Embassy, foreign countries. I'm only one woman. So this shit goes way above a lot of y'all motherfuckers' pay grade. And for them to go get people from the fucking Vatican, Veterans Affairs, that means that's on a high level. I'm dealing with Pentagon and presidential shit. You see? Don't Pam Bondi work under the fucking president? I digress. So the rest of you motherfuckers, hospital grants, they looking at that money. They looking at these motherfuckers at the hotels. They looking at these car services. They looking at, oh, you was trying to poison them, you doing this. So it's only so much that they can look out for these motherfuckers at the hospital, okay? Do you know anything about mental health? Do you know anything about psychological? Do you know anything about your body? And a lot of you motherfuckers don't know shit about it. Y'all don't know not a motherfucking thing. So now at this time, these people right here, they'll be smart enough where you want to go and how much do you want from this situation. Let me move you out of the way. We're going to close out whatever it is that they got to close out. And in the midst of them closing out certain shit, these are motherfuckers going to be like, where the fuck did she go? What she got going on? I'll still be allowed to do whatever the fuck it is that I do. But at the same time, They know I won't have any ties to this. You see? Certain people that they do monitor for their life. But it's not monitored in the way that y'all feel like it is. Now, granted, did they eat off this shit? Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah, these motherfuckers ate like a motherfucker. But then it's like, you was supposed to wake up from this shit though. And the fact that you did, certain people that they know for a fucking fact, because it's like, how much do you know? Salam alaikum. Shanti. Ni hao. Konnichiwa. Bonjour. Привет. Aloha. How many ways can you say hello? Message fully fucking received. Because clearly I ain't say hola. Adios. I can't look out for y'all. I can only keep the covering over those. It's certain shit that they know for a fucking fact that, hey, I know the capability of me. They know the capability of me. I would want to suppress the person that can wake up the masses of a lot of fucking people and change a lot of fucking people that can cause a rebel. I'm not no Marvin Garvey. Get up, stand up for your rights. It ain't 1970s no more. I ain't no Malcolm X. Because I'm talking about those people who stood up for a change. I ain't no J.F. Kennedy. Change is change. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Somebody know anything that I'm going on. How many people you know they got to get fucking drones? How many people you know they got to hack your motherfucking phone? How many people you know they got to pay for fucking people to sit there to make sure that your views are not seen because the simple fact, how much information you hold. When you know your capability can stop wars or start a war. That your words alone can go ahead and clear up a lot of shit that we got going on. It ain't a sad song, it's a song to go ahead and lift up the fucking vibration because turn up the volume. Turn it up. Can you hear me now? The only people that fear is why you got to sit there. Ciao, bye. You know you a bad motherfucker when Rome gotta watch you. You know you doing some shit when Rome watching you. You know you on some shit when Rome is on your ass. When these countries are saying you should come to our country, you know you bad with Japan, like, come on, bring that ass here. I got to see this and experience it for myself. Japan ain't that welcoming to all tough fucking nationalities. All 7 protected classes being violated. They know it too, but it's got like, goddamn. These people are between the age of 60 and 72. Because I'm super unbiased about whatever the type of situation this is. About the bank scams. Somebody with a mustache. It's a man. currently all involved, now they got to scramble because it's like, how the fuck? Black female from hospitality, down low females, Eastern stars, hacking, trying to make it seem like, oh, she's this, she's that. I'm 1,000% the last motherfucker I dealt with, the recent last person that I just recently dealt with from a different nationality than me. Hola. I don't want that. I don't want her to marry him because what? That mother, I changed the fucking world and changed the motherfucking life. And there's somebody right now mad in the motherfucker like, you willing to change your life for this bitch? It would. But hey, he's comfortable with it. I'm not going to stop that person from what it is that he's doing. Ever. As long as he's happy. Because at the same time, everyone's like, how are you so fucking forgiving? But at the same time, so cold-hearted. You made a choice. You made a decision. You worked against me. That hurt my feelings. But I got over it. And when I got over it, at the same time, I lost a lot of things. I lost children with you. With this person. Was it of his accord? Partly. Was it of other people's? Of course. But I'm not going to cry about that. I cried enough. I cried and I kept my head up regardless of the bullshit. But that holds no place in my heart, but it also holds a place in my heart to learn to do better. Because I had hope for a person that didn't have hope for themselves, but I learned the valuable lesson: you can't help somebody who's not willing to help themselves. Still got love and hope. I just hope one day that he makes that change for himself. Nobody else, for himself. That's if he's willing to live, but he got to fight for that. Not me. Hopefully his family, do that. But hey, maybe he won't get that support. Maybe he will, but that's not for me. Maybe he'll do that not only for himself. He got a daughter out there in the world. That's the only kid I know of is that little girl. Anything outside of that, they ain't got shit to do with me. But hopefully for that little girl, so she can have a chance in the world. Because we are the world and we are the children. What we do today affect the children tomorrow. What you promote today and what you speak into the world or life today stands up for tomorrow, for what those children, those little boys and those little girls in the world. Not you sitting here trying to confuse a person about you are what you think. It ain't about what you think sometimes, because sometimes your thinking and your brain will tell you the wrong fucking things and it will fuck you up. But sometimes if you got somebody that been through some fucking life sometimes and they stand the fuck up and they show you, baby, it's a better way. You ain't got to manipulate what it is, because these are people who are dealing with dysmorphia all day. All day. I fought through that. Either you step aside, step up, or step the fuck aside. I decided to step the fuck up. I'm tired of going ahead and a lot of people took it because I just brushed it away. And they'll feel that you're docile, that you ain't going to do nothing. They're going to feel you weak. But all it is that you really just saying, hey, I'm letting you have that. And they take it as you forgiving them so they can keep doing bullshit and treat you like a doormat. But then when you say, none of that shit's going to play. Now they want to get mad. They want revenge. What the fuck you need revenge for some shit that you already started? And then when you got to sit their ass on down and sit them on top of their head and give them the treatment of putting their face in the goddamn toilet to realize, eat your own shit. And then they realize at the same time, you wasn't really giving them a pass. You was just letting them be. You gonna be who you gonna be. A lie gonna lie. Let them be who they gonna be, baby. I know you lying, but sit right there. Okay? You gonna be who you gonna be. They can't fix it in something because it's mental health or certain things like that. Let them be who they gonna be, but you can also be the person within that room to be the change. Something positive. You know, when a lot of people sit in fucking negative all day, be the positive. Because I can sit down with you and keep giving you the negative with the bullshit that you're accustomed to. But what better and difference is that fucking making? None. It ain't doing me no good. So be the good in the fucking situation when you know it's bad. Something these people don't know how to do. A white male surgeon who wants out of this situation. Somebody's in shock. Somebody could have big eyes. Somebody's in shock about this shit. How do you, somebody is questioning themselves. This is a situation where I say, I don't mind. Long as I can sit here and do what it is, I don't mind doing this. This shit makes me happy, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. I don't like this type of energy. I don't like when people trying to take advantage of something because you feel like it's supposed to be free for you. It ain't free for fucking all. You need to do something with your life, go play for a consult. You need therapy, go find somebody that's actually willing to do therapeutic, not take advantage of you. In my situation, it was take advantage of what you know, how much you know. Are you woke? Are you asleep? Can I do a blind study on you? Can I not? Because they don't want to pay you. I'm here to wake up the masses. But it's somebody trying to make sure that I don't wake y'all the fuck up because they need you sleep. They need you stupid. They need you dumb. They need you to be the walking dead. They need you to be that. They don't need you to be the better person and the better version of yourself because you're not effective. You're not useful for them no more. A black female, dark skin, has 1 to 3 kids. Do you see these people the same? And I sure the fuck don't. Especially from my old community, old school mates, and human that swear up and down that they knew me. I don't see y'all motherfuckers the same. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? If you decide to have children, someone, your next pregnancy or whatever it is that you decide to come, and if you are on the light side of this situation and not this person trying to force their body to do something, or somebody you're going to end up forcing your body to do something, and surprise, surprise, your ass is going to be left with motherfucking triplets. And God forbid that that person either is going, you end up with those triplets, and then you got to be a single parent trying to nurse 3 babies, newborn babies on your own. And especially if you ain't got the temperance for it and you don't know how to do that shit, and you ain't ever been a single parent or been on your motherfucking own, that shit gonna hit a little bit different. But for somebody, in a situation, God bless you, it's a blessing, when you get that type of things. For somebody that can happen in the next 6 to 9 months for somebody, or, somebody it can happen. Somebody could be stuck in an unhappy marriage or something like that. If you're a person that's 60 to 72 years old and it's something that you've been dealing with for your whole life, let that marriage go, baby. It don't make you a bad person. It don't make you a sad person. It don't make you anything. Let it go. Go live that life. If it's something that you live, it's been people that are 60, 70 years old right now, or somebody born between 1960 and 1972. Baby, go live your life. If you're into the same sex, just be into that. If anybody gonna judge you about what it is that you relatively into, that means them people didn't love you from the beginning. If nobody can love you for who you are and what you are and who you decide to choose to be with, they didn't support you and they didn't love you from the beginning. I learned that shit by the time I was 10. The confusion only came from because I couldn't tell the difference of being assaulted and what I really wanted. I got lust confused with what love was. I've been there, done that. They try to force me to feel like marriage is something that's supposed to be a curse to you. Loving a man is a curse to you because I was dealing with a bunch of women that wanted to be lesbians. I was dealing with a bunch of men that just wanted to beat on fucking women because they actually missed they men. Being around men that was okay with incest and raping on fucking kids, that's a generational curse. That can become a bloodline curse if you don't break it. If you're not happy with somebody, let it go. That don't make you no less of a strong family. The strong unit of a family is those that say, when we pray together, we make it through shit together. Regardless of what that preference is, we work as a team. And clearly y'all don't know how to work as a team. Because you want to put emotions and feelings. And if it's real emotions and feelings in that situation, you respect the person enough to not hold on to somebody and you mess up all your good years. All your own good years on your own accord. Because you want to live by something that is not feeling right to your spirit or your soul. You fuck up your good years, nobody else. Because you're concerned about what somebody going to think about you, what they going to say about you, and about the person you choose to love. And if that person is choosing to love you to make you feel safe, protected, loved, strong, upstanding, and you become stronger, better, happier, doing way much more than what you could have ever fucking imagined. And those people can't love you for what it is that you're doing and where you're going and how that person is doing it. It ain't about a look. It ain't about the reputation. It ain't about what make them fucking happy. Because 10 times out of 10, they're fucking miserable. Let it go. Long as you handle your responsibility, especially when you brought children into this shit, make sure them kids' happiness is everything. You don't choose nothing before them, but you still allow them once you choose your life and your style. But it's like, mommy, I need you. Daddy, I need you. Long as you showing up for them fucking kids and you showing up in love and you making sure they fucking protected, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you doing in your goddamn world. Shit, if I'm getting fucking married, my kids say, hey, the world is about to fucking blow up. I need you, mama. Hey, we gonna have to prolong this shit. My kids is calling me. It's a dangerous situation, life or death, or something that's gonna be causing something to them or my motherfucking grandkids. The world fucking stop. I'm not asking no questions. We'll deal with it when we get there. But I've seen hell. So I'll be damned if I ever made sure that when it came to me and I love somebody, it's you and me before anything. And I still make it clear. I drown sharks about mine. But I also make sure that even with my motherfucking kids, lying and betrayal is a no-no. Because I can't help you if you lying about some shit. You're not able to help somebody about a lie. Because you got to tell a lie on top of the lie on top of the lie. Who gets hurt in the end? You. So I'm not for the lie about no shit. Tell me what's going on straight up. And we handle that shit from right there. But I'm not basing that shit based off no lie. You got to learn that lesson for a little bit. And then once you learn that lesson, did you learn your lesson? Because I'm still going to learn on you regardless. Even with my own too. But it requires them to speak the truth. And if they can't speak their truth, I can't help you. It's not that I can't. I won't help you in that. You got to learn that lesson. And when you learn that lesson, because we're not going to keep continually repeating the cycle. Because if you don't force them to learn something, they're going to keep doing it. Keep doing it. Either you're going to break that shit right there and then, or you're going to be the one sitting there miserable trying to force a kid, or I just want to make sure that I be a good parent. No, you making sure that your ass having a suffrage, an aneurysm, a heartache, a heart attack, or a motherfucking stroke because you keep enabling a behavior that you should have stopped a long time ago. A Hispanic male with flight signals and comms. Somebody will be relocated international. People feel like your nonchalant attitude was or is a front, or somebody has a nonchalant attitude towards somebody, which is a front. They can't live without somebody. Someone is building a false case for greed. Excuse me. A child could be suicidal at this time. Some of y'all pay attention to them damn kids in y'all goddamn community, because y'all selfishness and behaviors is fucking up their behavior. A child could be suicidal, so if you recognize it's something, speak the fuck up. Financial stocks. Someone's trying to take an action plan. Somebody want to do something paper-wise. Someone is aware or made a conscious decision to no longer be confused by closeted gay or something. Someone's no longer confused. They just want to make a change. The man or a male that they said stay away only because they wanted that person. A female in her feminine energy will always be considered an empress or a high priestess. Someone you could be focusing on bossing up at this time. Finishing college, rebuilding your finances, structuring your life for your kids, health and wealth and you. A school district director of something they did 2 to 4 months ago is catching up to them. They wanted to be in somebody else's lane. Now they got themselves to blame for this situation. Also, a school director could have been directing other kids to bully another kids. Something about them getting caught up between 6:30 and 9:30 in the morning. They was trying to keep something quiet. But they also was paying people to make sure somebody wasn't seen. This is like somebody talking about, they gonna cause a scene if they see this. They gonna do. It's like, nah. But this is also someone who could currently illegally security surveillance in somebody and paying people to be in somebody's complex. And here, like I said, they was doing illegal accounts. It's an account information that they call. Small, healthy security, legal, safe security surveillance, no more manipulation. But they still trying to do this illegal one. So it's something going on. Someone shot a cop, or a cop shot someone and trying to cover it up, or they attempted to try to do this to cover it up. A black male from a high school or old neighborhood. Swing, support, resistance, penny stocks, liquidity. So somebody's trying to figure out how they get out of something. Self-induced, stuck in a mental prison. Don't know if they should do something, all pun intended. Someone is setting a scenario to try to make people not to believe you. A white female pastor with the ties to the bank and the property that's trying to get people to, act like they don't believe what's going on. Just trying to make people not believe this situation, but it's too believable at this point. This person's trying to play victim, pay attention, manipulation. They got this victim mentality. Fuck them, start that business. You deserve to pop your shit. Somebody, you really got international sponsorship, business and school. So somebody willing to sponsor you. Spirit and ascended masters are here present at this time. Read the bank contract alone. Something about a pregnancy. Heavy pregnancy is out here. They mad you winning, even if you're struggling for somebody. You no longer struggling, but these people are mad that you just stepping up and stepping out. Also, it's like somebody could be coming in and somebody could end up getting pregnant. And I feel like it's going to be something crazy going on. I don't know. Somebody could close the price. Pregnancy is definitely out here if y'all want it. You are and you have mastered the art of detachment. Know what your why is. Something about finances in a job opportunity. Someone with ill intent is being withdrawn. Friend and families are feuding. So somebody's, whatever this situation is going to cause a feud against friend groups, social groups. Whatever this scam group is going to cause conflict. Also for somebody, in this situation, be careful. Shit, somebody willing to even just get somebody knocked up before they even get locked up or some shit. It's like, shit, at least I know I got my kids there, so shit, I'll fix it. It's like, it ain't a want. Somebody's like, I need you there. It's like, damn, Smokey. Hear that part. Fuck you, Hector. Somebody said, fuck you, Hector. That part where Smokey, he was like, I got some weed from Hector and I ain't been right since. That part is so fucking funny. A bird call or some shit like that. It's like, that motherfucker ain't no bird. Nigga, that motherfucker is like this. This is like somebody didn't realize certain shit that they were doing was being effective. This and it's like, shit, we'll help you get there, motherfucker. But what you do after that, that's on you. This is also somebody's friends pacing and playing. Well, shit, I'm hearing. Placing a bet. It's like, I can bet that motherfucker gonna fuck up. Somebody's placing a bet. I bet they gonna fuck up. Also, somebody could be trying to do something. Somebody's name could be Becker. Something about authority. Could be seeing something. It's just like, what is this? Wisdom. Somebody could have insight about what somebody wanted to do. Somebody born in 75, 74, 76, 72, and 71. So somebody got insight about property, property or real estate. Somebody could know about a lodge. Somebody could know about an authority figure. Somebody, some seers, a sex ring, and something about psych in a lawn or gardening or some type of company, water company. Somebody could know something about that. Something about trees. Something about the beach. Somebody is like putting all the pieces together. Something about Auburn. Something about a celebrated event, the universe, and a new beginning. Somebody know about the deception, about the celebration, and people wanted to come up with some type of partnership or alliance. Somebody could be like born in 73. Somebody could be 37. Somebody could be 33. Somebody could be between the age of 20 and 37. Okay. Also, the other group can be between the age of 37 and 78 years old. So this is like a bigger group that could have celebrated about connecting with this younger group to do something. Because the younger group is getting the people that is between the age of 37 to 78. This group was celebrating to go ahead to get the deception and envy group that was between the age of 20 and 37 to do this. Like they were happy to get these group of people to be the deception and envy to cause some type of thing so they can cover up themselves. It's like a big ass group of people that they got working against each other, whether they know it or not. Somebody feel like somebody's emotional withdrawal is the victory and success in this situation, but it's like it's a confusion for a group of people. Somebody can tell it's confusion. That's the truth. Because it's like, did they really? Are they really? June 5th through June 20th. So someone could feel like that they successfully did this because of something about they kept trying to keep quiet or keep somebody like not aware about these two court cases or about two cases already won. But it's coming to light regardless because something is about to come to the light or to the surface about what somebody did March 19th or February 7th to March 19th is coming to the surface. In some kind of creative way is coming up. It's coming out regardless. Also, somebody's going to end up still getting success in the situation, but it's like whoever this Libra is or whatever is just like something that they're going to do whenever they go after somebody. Because I'm hearing bad boys, what you going to do? It's like somebody going to go do something while somebody going to still get like the success that they want in a situation. But it's like, say for instance, somebody goes somewhere, whatever that this person is going to accomplish is going to be accomplished. But it's going to be like, somebody come out and it's like, whoa, where the fuck did this motherfucker come from? And then it's like, somebody's like, no, go back in. Like I can hear somebody, go back in, go back in. I don't know if this happened or is about to be happening or something like that, past, present, or future energy. But I'm getting somebody going to get something done. It's going to lead to something where somebody don't be hopeful. It's going to be victory in this situation. But whatever this fucking victory is, it's like whoever is going back to attempt something for a second or a third time, because I'm hearing third time is the charm, but this is like what's going to fuck this person up. It's like, will I know? Will I not know? It's one of those type of situation, but it's like whoever could be chasing this person or behind them, it's like they got to go handle that situation. And whatever it is for the person that they go to go do something, it's like somebody's going somewhere. Wherever this person is going to be going, it's going to be success. It's going to be a fulfillment of wish. But whatever the choice is when it comes to this authority or being seen through something, it builds something firm, but it leads to some type of emotional loss because it's like, whatever comes out during the time, right? Because it's still going to be a success. Whatever this is, it's going to be a fucking success. It's a wish fulfillment However, because I want to say but, however, it's one of those, it could go one way or another. Because whoever somebody got to try to keep out of sight, it's not like they keeping them out of sight. I don't know if this going to be a form of, I know it, this is what it is. But whatever it is on the back end of this situation, it's like somebody know they're not going to be able to come and join into this wish fulfillment. And say if they do, it's going to be fulfilled, but it's like somebody going to end up being still left by themselves, and this person won't be able to come back around into this person until sometime next year. Like somebody will still have to do something on their own. But I mean, it's there, but it's like, it's going to be an obstacle and challenge because it seems like something will still come out in the process of this person. But it's like leaving that person by themselves or whatever the case may be, is like, it's going to be done. So it's like, how can I explain this shit? Best, okay, example would be like somebody be like, damn, I really wanted this to be my family. I wanted this to be my kids or whatever, to get the person pregnant. Some shit comes up. The person found out like, oh, you still had this going on. You had that going on. Okay, we cut it. We caught our loss. But however, they have children. They have children together. But this person knows that this person has zero problem with, it's whatever, I'm going to go my way, you go your way, you go to do what you have to do, right? However, someone knows that with this situation, someone comes in and try to tell the other person like, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, whatever. And whatever it is that the person is going to tell them, it allows this person to go on. They take the kids, they go live their life or whatever. But this person knows like, I still love this person, but it's like they going to live their life. But it's a possibility, whoever this person is, they're still going, they thriving, they, living their dream, they get ready to hit some type of success or some type of point in their life. And whatever this fucking point in life, this is a person like, damn, I'm going to either have to settle with this fucking person, or it's like somebody gets locked up. Now, let's say somebody end up getting fucking locked up based off of this shit because whatever the other person or other two people that's trailing behind this person leads to the issue. And it's like, well, damn, well, at least when I get out of this, can I get a chance, to have my family back type thing. But it's like, it's an obstacle and challenge for this situation. But it's like, do you not? It's like, it's going to have to force this person to figure out what it is that you really want to do with your life. Are you going to make the change for good or you're not? But whoever it is, it's like, it's still a wish fulfillment. Like, it's going to be fulfilled, but it's like one of those, a person, basically, you chasing that person for the rest of your life, but it's like any person that ever come, they won't ever be treated right because it's not this person. But it's like, that person take me back, I'm going to change my life forever. But it's like a mental conflict for somebody because it's like either they don't feel like I don't know. It's some kind of crazy ass shit, but whatever it is that is going to cause this person to like withdraw from wanting to be in a situation is just like, a person that just might just focus on themselves or like, just home life, their money, their bag, and their children or something like that. And then whatever that person got going on, I feel like this person ain't going to be paying attention to shit. I don't know. It's something crazy. I don't know. It's just a scenario. It's not, I mean, it could be your situation. It could be your life. But whoever it is, somebody wanted to celebrate trying to get reward and recognition based off of somebody else's intuition to take on somebody else's life or lifestyle, and it didn't really work out in that way. Or, somebody got married or whatever, but then it's like they still went on ahead and, I don't know, did somebody try to have a love child or something like that? Like, I'm with this person, but I really love this person type shit. And it's like, I got children, but I can't tell nobody about it because these people don't like this person or they don't like this race or nationality. So they got to be quiet, or it's not like they got to be quiet. It's just like somebody just step away because it's like, shit, you concerned about what your family think and they don't like this type of race or whatever. So now these kids going to be raised by themselves type shit. It's something crazy like that. So it's just like, You just count your loss, but it's like still somebody is still in the loss because you left to raise some kids on your own. So somebody got to be mindful about that shit because, like I said, pregnancy is out here because fertility coming out here up there at the top, pregnancy again. So somebody can end up being pregnant and you end up getting the kids and shit like that, but you stuck with the kids with no father. But it, you know, it is what it is, because for whoever it is, I feel like you still be, you know, if you end up with some kids and you really treat your children right or whatever, you make the sacrifice, you still, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you still get recognition. For somebody, you know what I'm saying, if it's not going to be with that person or whatever, it'll be like somebody stepping in that place and, you know, they'll probably take on them kids and give their last name to that person. I don't know, but whatever it is that you're looking to have for your own situation, it literally leads to somebody having to be by themselves during a pregnancy. So that's why I said, if somebody out here, you trying to force yourself to ministrate and get pregnant by somebody, you gonna fuck your own life up, because now you still stuck out here with some fucking kids you don't want. Or it's like somebody making some kids with somebody, but it's like they're not making a decision to even fucking want them. So it's still leaving somebody to be a single parent. But shit, if you gonna be a single parent, be the best fucking parent you can. Shit. I know I had the best success for a long ass time before my kids started asking about who their daddies was and shit like that. I had made it at least to like fucking 14 years before they was like, my dad, mom. It's like, shit, do you want to know? For real. So shit, I knew I did a great job. They wasn't even worried about that motherfucker. They was well taken care of. I mean, I can't say shit. I tend to spoil kids. I can't lie. To me, I love a spoiled child. Because they feel what they say. They're not spoiled. They're well loved. It's hard to tell them no. It's hard to tell them no. And especially when they doing good and kids are doing that, like I said, I look forward to that moment whenever I prepare to want to have more children. Like those kids, even my babies, I miss my girls. I miss my girls. I miss my market pool. Them babies is spoiled. They're not spoiled. They're well loved. They are free thinkers. They make me happy. You see the world in a whole different ways, but you know, if you live in a particular way, you gotta let that shit go. You don't want them kids to have to grow up with that. Kids see a lot of shit these days, and the last thing you ever want your kids to always have to remember, like, you know, especially if you're doing it on your own accord, you don't want them to always remember, my mom was a stripper, or they was a porn star, or they was this and that, and it's not something like you know, in my instance, hey, that's just what it's going to be, but it's not something that mommy chose. I didn't ever choose that. I wouldn't ever do that to my motherfucking kids. But hey, shit happens. You know? You don't intentionally just sit there out there, and especially when you start having fucking kids, you take yourself out of that, because them kids got to deal with, oh, man, that's your mama? Oh, she do all of that? And then either they're going to build their confidence off of that, or you just going to have to be that fucking one parent where your child is now teaching other kids in school about shit that some people ain't prepared for them kids to look at, to think about and shit like that. Some people don't think about that shit. Yeah, the money is quick. Yeah, the money is fast, but is it worth something that your kids got to deal with in the end? Oh, we saw your mama. Your mama is really good at doing good. Your mama really good at that. You got to think about what these kids going to feel like. Shit, it's fucking people that is men out here. You do shit to women. You ain't thinking about what that shit can do. But guess what? If them kids end up encountering that person and they figure out you the parent of them fucking kids, hey, it was your father that did that shit. You see? Some people don't be thinking about that. But then it's like when people decide to just like forgive it or whatever. Well, mommy, that's our daddy that's in that. You right, it is. But at the same time, you know, do you want to go ask him personally or why he did that? Or not? Or is he going to be the person that even want to be around and have the heart or be man enough or woman enough to speak up on why they did that to somebody else's fucking life? You know, it's certain shit that you got to think about at the same time. But it's like when you willing to go ahead and heal that shit, like when you in a forgiving place, it's like shit, you let that shit go. Even if you have to have children, now you just giving you grounds that you got to have real, raw, open conversations with your kids. Hey, it was a fucked up point in my life. I don't regret y'all and I love y'all. I don't ever hope that you see it in that type of way. And that's just how life was at that time. You're going to speak the truth. You're going to keep it real with them. You're going to keep it funky with them, regardless of what it is that you do. That puts more power into you, and that builds a confidence, a self-esteem, and a boundary, and a safety and security in your children to still be able to come to you and talk to you about whatever it is. But you got to be willing to be strong enough to step up in that. Like for me, I know when I have children, this shit that people doing right now, will it affect me? Of course. But I'm grown enough, I'm mature enough, I'm woman enough, and this fucking life situation taught me so much more to understand that, hey, certain things just not meant for me, but shit, I'ma still love my kids regardless, however they decide to come into this world. I've been the parent of having to birth children via rape, via being set up, via a lot of fucking things, via a gay person that was paid to be there, via a lot of shit. But I ain't ashamed of my motherfucking kids, and I won't ever make them feel ashamed of nothing. Do you want to know about your father or not? But however, if I do my job effective enough, they ain't really concerned about that shit. See?